Breaking news. The ATF's arm brace rule has been delayed. Welcome to another installment of Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms for your NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.PANfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. But let's talk about this. As we know, this ATF arm brace ruling has been looming for some time now, and it has been delayed once. It was scheduled to go out in December. It was supposed to be announced, and we get the final ruling and what the actual wording and what it was going to be about. But apparently, it has been delayed until January. They have not given an exact date. They're just saying till January 2023, this has been delayed. Now, there is, as I pointed out, I did a video on this 2 days ago. As I pointed out, there are lawsuits already in play on the arm brace ruling, but they've been put on hold due to the fact that the ruling has not been released. There's the one from the Second Amendment Foundation against the ATF that is in that whole pattern, but they have what they call joint status reports. And they have already filed this joint status report between plaintiff and defendant to not have this lawsuit go forward until January, when they actually release the final ruling on arm braces. But in a strange twist, there's also another joint status report that these two plaintiff defendant, in this case, are going to release in February. So there's something odd going on there, but this is very interesting. Now, I wanted to get that information out there, but once again, let me be clear, because I know how people like to go off the rails. This is speculation on my part. I don't know for sure what the reasonings are for the delay. It could be an agreement among government officials over what this actual final ruling will look like or what it will say. But I think it also has something to do with another case that's kind of under the radar, which it shouldn't be. It should actually be out in front. And this case is Vanderstok versus Garland, and that's Merrick Garland. Okay. And a judge in that case. Now, let me give you the background real quick. A company that makes 80% receivers is suing Department of Justice because it was basically saying it was hurting their business because they weren't sure about actually following through and selling these items because they might come under financial or criminal legislation. But a judge in that, and the judge's name is Reed O'Connor. This is out of Texas. He basically wrote this. This is the judge in his decision. I actually read the whole 22 pages of his decision, but you can read it. I'll leave it in the description box. But this is his words. But as this court previously noted, where a plaintiff faces substantial threat of irreparable harm, it is no answer to say that it may avoid the harm by complying with an unlawful agency rule. The plaintiff's purported choice to comply or else with a challenged government dictate, as evidenced by the plaintiff's decision to desist from engaging in regulated activity, is adequate to establish irreparable harm. Of course, the key words there, you heard me kind of emphasize it because I found this fascinating, is unlawful agency rule. That's what the judge called the DOJ's ruling, and the ATF, obviously, their ruling on 80% lower receivers. I'm sure this caused them to pause on the arm brace rule because the arm brace rule is not a law. It is a rule by the ATF. There's no law to back it. So I'm sure they saw this and said, okay, let's pause a second. Once again, this is speculation on my part. But once again, I'll leave this article here. You can look into this company out of Texas and their complaint against the DOJ and ATF, because you can see the connection between that and potentially what could happen if the arm brace rule comes into play. It could immediately be challenged because it already is being challenged by the Second Amendment Foundation. I find a connection between the two. I think that is what's causing the pause a little bit. Because the arm brace rule, let's be honest, is unconstitutional. It's egregious, and it has no law to back it. This was not passed through Congress. This was done by the ATF itself, with, of course, the blessing of the White House. But let's see what's got this going forward and what they're going to do. But this is another delay in this arm brace ruling. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified the next time the video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.